We might be late this morning, but we are here on the 21st day of April 2021 to continue with our counting of the omer, the period between Passover and Shavuot. This is the 24th day, the counting of the omer. We're moving quickly through this period. There are 49 days that we count. The 50th day is Shavuot.
Yay.
And
Stop. No.
Alongside of our counting of the Omer, we've been reading the Mishnahs of Pirkei Avot. So we are up to chapter 1, Mishnah 14. And this one is really... this is probably the most famous Mishnah that there is. It's said in the name of Hillel, and you probably have heard it many, many times. If I am not for myself, who will be for me? And, there's really no answer to this Mishnah. There's no answer. There's just a teaching. So let's offer a mishaberach, a healing prayer. It's been our custom for these past almost 8 months to offer a mishaberach, a healing prayer, for those who we know are struggling. A healing prayer for a nation that is trying to heal from the terrible trauma of all the police shootings. And trying to put yesterday's verdict in its proper place. It was a win, and it was justice. I mean, it was the right thing. So it's hard to be too excited about something that seems so obvious. Accountability, transparency, and morality. Where is the moral courage to do the right thing? We've seen some. We have. And it's difficult. And this Mishnah really, I think, puts us into that. Trying to find the balance where we belong. What's our place? In trying to make this world a better place. So let's offer a mishaberach for Sam, for Terry, for Heather, for Choco, for all the people that you have asked us to pray for. For Alex, for Alec, for Amy. For all the families that are suffering loss. And the people with COVID, people with cancer. Just so much, so many to pray for. Let's see if there's anybody in our chat. Continued prayers for Rabbi Barry Altmark. Thank you, Suzanne, and for Lillian and Susan Hugelmeyer. And for the family of our friend Janine, who lost their son this past week. And for the broken heart of this nation. Oh, we know we can be better. So, you ready? Let's pray.
Refuat nefesh, urefuat haguf, for the healing of the spirit and the healing of the body. For those we know, for those we don't know, for those we know. On my right, the angel Michael, on my left, the angel Gabriel. In front of me, Uriel, Uriel, Uriel. Behind me, Raphael, above my head, above my head, above my head. Shekhinah Teah. Baruch atah Adonai Rofei HaCholim, blessed are you, great healer. Amen.
Amen. Amen. And for learning. Let our learning root us in something real. Let our learning deepen us so that when we are called to respond, we respond in the holiest of ways.
ועורבנה אדוני אלוהינו את דברי תורתך בפינו ובפי עמך בית ישראל. Make the words of your teachings pleasant on our lips, the lips of all of those that come into our circles, and so we can spend the time in learning for pleasure and for its implications in our lives. Maaseh Yadinu, the works of our hands. Nachnu v'tzainu v'tzaei amcha Beit Yisrael, and for its implications, and for Kulani Yudei Shemecha v'lomdei Toratecha lishma, and for none of these reasons, for its own sake, for the purity of it, its cleansing nature, purification. Baruch atah Adonai melamed Torah le'amu Yisrael, blessed are you who teaches to your people in this fashion. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. And so the Mishnah today, as I said, is maybe just the Mishnah that we need for today. What's opening to us? What's becoming? We're beginning to see what might be possible. A real transformation of how we do business in America. A real breaking down of the systems of white supremacy and institutionalized racism and oppression. We're beginning to see that there is a possible path forward. It's a long path, and it's a difficult path, and there will be a lot of resistance on that path. But there have been those who have given their lives for this path, and so we honor them, the victims of violence like George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, people who, and most recently Michaela, I think the little girl, who knows what that story is, in Ohio, and of course Dante, right. Just too many to name. I think it's been interesting that every time the names have been called, they've been calling Emmett Till as well. And you know, this is also apparently the 22nd anniversary of Columbine. 22 years we've been dealing with a culture of mass shootings and of gun violence, and not just of citizens but also of law enforcement. So this is an opportunity. As we've gotten the world's attention to reimagine, as my friend Dr. Krauss says here, to reimagine public safety. Makia, that's her name. Reimagining public safety in our community. What does it mean to be safe? What does it mean for the public to be safe? So this Mishnah brings it back to each of us, and is meant, I believe, to help us find our place, to find our lane, our makom, our holy place in this story. So here's the Mishnah. Hu haya omer, because we always say this in someone's name. And this one is in the name of...
Say.
Right, he used to say.
He was accustomed to say.
He would say this often, right?
Yep.
Im ein anili mili. I mean, this is poetry as well. If I am not for myself, who will be for me? Me? Who? For me. If I'm not for me, who for me? If I don't believe in myself, who's going to believe in me? Nobody. Now, this is not about self-centeredness. This is about understanding that you do matter, that your life has purpose. Im ein anili mili. If I am not for myself, and I don't know, I don't understand me and believe in me and care for me,
who's going to do that for me?
Who's going to do it for you? Nobody. You know, not when you grow up. Maybe when you're a baby, you know, when you need somebody to be there for your survival. Yeah. But when you grow up at some point.
When are you going to grow up?
If I'm not for myself.
It's not now.
Who will be? And then it says, but if I am only for myself, what am I? In other words,
what kind of person is that?
What kind of person is only for themselves? There's this notion of balance, of harmony, of balance, of how you balance caring for yourself, and also knowing that you do care for yourself so that you can be a gift to those around you. You can be a help to humanity, right? So what am I? Nothing. The answer, nothing. What am I? Well, there's not really an answer, but you're nothing if you're only for yourself, right? And then it ends with, I think, what's so right for right now. Im lo akshav ematai. If not now, when?
When are you going to do this?
So if I'm not for myself, who will be? When I'm only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when?
It's a kind of conditional, you know.
That's the Mishnah for today. The Mishnah that goes along with the energies for the 24th day of the counting of the Omer. This day that the sun is shining just a little bit brighter for a moment, as we saw, because all the pieces were there, we saw the system work.
And the last word really rings at this Mishnah.
Ematai.
When? You could wait a long time.
Yeah, now. It's got to be now. Yeah, it's got to be now.
We're into the 4th week of the counting.
Right. Wow,
which means...
Where's the time going, right?
We're in Netzach, right? Netzach, a sense of confidence, durability. And each day has a confluence of energies. So today is the beauty within. Within that
That's good, isn't it?
durability.
Isn't that right?
Durable kind of beauty.
That feels right for
And
today.
it's the
We get to have that, a little bit of beauty today.
yeah. And it's that's the third pillar of the triad. Tiferet. Second triad, confident and durable hidden beauty expressed. Resolution and middle pole, all pass through beauty. Whatever it is, make it a spiritual experience. Chesed, love, Gevurah, restraint, Tiferet, beauty, first triad. Second triad, Netzach, you think you know, Hod, you don't. Yesod, foundation in the body. Seventh Sphira, Malchut, the spigot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. Hayom arba'a esrim yom shehem shlosha shuot u'shlosha yamim la'omer. Today is day 24 of the Omer, which is 3 weeks and 3 days of the Omer. Here's a new version. Oh, bless our president, our vice president, and all their
our new mayor
of
St. Louis, Tashara O. Jones,
and all their noble retinue.
Amen.
The counting of the Omer is taught by Randy Newman, Paul Simon, Joni Prince, Richard Thompson, and Ben Bagbag. Foundations, its origins, love, chesed, loving kindness overflowing, negotiations by Gevurah, restraint, lifted up and balanced into Tiferet, beauty. With Netzach, this time ready. Second pass, you think you know, you don't know. Looking for soul in Hod. Settling into synthesis, Yesod in your slacks. With Malchut, the spigot is yours. Turn it, don't turn it.
Right. That's what. So Ben Bagbag was another one of these rabbis, and he said, well, he wasn't a rabbi yet, right?
Ben Bagbag?
Was he? I don't think so.
Well, I think he's actually made up.
Oh.
Listen to his name.
Yeah, Ben Bagbag.
Ben Bagbag. There's a
The
Ben
son
Hey
of Bug
too.
Bug.
I think these guys are
made up.
made up.
Anyway, he said, turn it. Keep turning it. Keep turning it. Keep turning the Torah. You'll find something. And,
Everything.
you know.
He said for everything is contained in it.
Everything is contained in it. Right. Right. So we'll keep turning. We'll keep turning it. Amatai, it says. It could be never, right? But it's up to us to make it happen.
Amen.
Now, one step at a time. I heard the inaugural address of Tashara Jones yesterday up close, and she spoke. She did, what we've come to learn is a truth. She spoke such beautiful truth with loving kindness, and she brought justice a little bit closer to peace just before this verdict. Had a little bit of an opening and a little bit of thread of hope. It felt like that things just might change.